Hey fellow wedding crashers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest. Episode 9, Vows. A courier with a marriage offer. I'll take a look at that in just a sec. Merciful, daring, and honest. But you're a smith. I don't plan on doing smithing at all, so I'm not interested in hiring a smith, even if she looks good on paper. There is an arena fight here, though. The Judgment. Wow, I'm surprised that connected. Honestly, it didn't look like it should have. So, 4-person free-for-all for round number 2. Both yellow and red are running at me? Okay. He turned around. No. No. I don't want to be the sandwich. Get out of here. Don't make me punch you. Wow, that punch did nothing. He's just straight up blocked the shield bash. Like he doesn't care. I'm gonna bash you to death. I'll do it. Don't tempt me. Alright, me and some random sharpshooter versus a name dude. Oh, speaking of which. Oh, right in the dome ski. Of course, my own foot soldier here is freaking standing in the way of a clean shot. Don't do that. So now I have to dodge bolts and kill someone in melee. Got it. Come on, man. What I should have done is I should have just gone melee and rushed with the foot soldier that I was with to double team the dude on foot. That's a little bit more sound of a strategy. But it all turned out well in the end. I wish it was easier to break shields. You know, I feel like a horse riding at like, I don't know, let's say 25 miles an hour with me lunging a spear at another like 15 miles an hour or something, or whatever the lunge speed is. It's probably more than 15. You'd shatter shields like way quicker. Or at least shatter the arms of the people wielding the shields. I don't know. I feel like the fact that you can block like 25 lance attacks in a high-speed horse combat is just weird. I mean, I know it's a video game, but in like real life, like no human being would be able to sustain that kind of. I mean, I think after like lunging at each other like 3 or 4 times, you'd both be collapsing from like concussive force alone. Reminds me of a stupid video I saw at one point of like 2 people driving at each other with their hands out the window to give themselves like an atomic high five, and it's like, you do realize even if you're both driving at 15 miles an hour, you're slapping each other's hands at 30, it's gonna hurt. And they were actually going more like 30, so it's like, have you ever slapped a wall going 60 miles an hour? Yeah, you're gonna break some metacarpals, but you know, don't let me stop you. Oh, that was the end of the round? Cool. True, I could aim for the horse and dismount them. So I gave him a lance. I'm going to have him keep the lance. I think that's fine. And yeah, I'll just up and sell judgment. All right, last stop at Ostican and the marriage offer. So this is a marriage offer between my brother, Vabak, and Hungiros. The wife here has pretty low skills other than riding. She's young. She belongs to the Hungiros clan. What can I say about that? Do they? I don't think they own land. I don't know. I'll have you guys decide. Choice. Accept or decline. And before I do that, let's actually see. So she is merciful. And then I haven't met anyone else in her... Oh, so here, actually, here's the one issue. Is that she is the daughter of the Archon of the Southern Empire. So it would raise my relation potentially with the Archon of the Southern Empire, but it would not give me a... It would not give me a like a foot in the door to recruit. Nah, it says vassal of the Southern Empire. I'm so confused. Aren't you the leader of the Southern Empire? No, Regea is. Ruler. And then the Hungaros. No, so I was wrong about that. This is just a clan. A landless clan. Okay, so forget I said that. I don't know the personality traits of Teridos, but we can accept or decline. Anyway. If you guys want. So she is a lady. She will join us rather than the inverse. She has some charm, some leadership, some stewardship, a lot of riding. She's a horse girl, in other words. And then, yeah, I can read the blurb about him. He has a reputation of being friendly but manipulative. I wonder if I can find someone else that I know of that has a similar reputation. So I have a point of reference. No. But we're going to accept it anyway. Okie dokie. On the 18th day of summer, 1085, Rustica married Rebecca. I believe that allows me to name her now. Yes, it does. Which means we have a raffle. So, resetting eligibility now. And Rustica is going to be raffled off to one of you guys. Can she be brought into the party? I can also try that. Yeah, that might not be a bad idea. Give her a little extra trade skill. Run the caravan or something. Cool. I would love to also meet her extended family. To get to understand the clan that she comes from. So that could be another goal all on its own. So there's no one in this tavern. No key. Two more points in trade, getting close to that 75 mark. I did level up in polearm. I'll have you guys decide on that in a minute. Or right now. So, double checking that none of this is broken. Nope, it's not broken. Cool. So let's pull on this. So option number 1 is 2% damage when mounted. And as a captain, we get 2% as well. Option number 2 is pikeman. 2% when on foot and 2% for inf. So one is for mounted cavalry, one is for infantry. Before you vote on this, it's also worth going into the encyclopedia and taking a look at the troops, the troop tree for Battanian troops. So here's the troop tree for typical Battanian troops. So you have Battanian horsemen who do have polearms. So they have hooked spear, one-handed polearms. And the Battanian scouts as well would benefit from that. I don't believe that the Battanians have polearmed infantry. Actually, your Foxmen are polearm infantry, or the raiders rather. The regular Foxmen are polearmed infantry. No, two-handed sword. No, sorry, excuse me. So here's the thing. Technically, the Battanian veteran Foxmen run around with Rumfias, which are two-handed polearms, but the consensus in the Mountain Blade community is they're actually functionally weaker than the regular Foxmen, because Rumfias have really bad, unless you, the person, are using them, they don't work very well. And the regular Foxmen are more capable as soldiers, so generally no one even bothers to level up a veteran Foxman, because they suck in combat. They're good on paper, but suck in combat. And if that's the case, that means that we won't have foot pikemen ever, meaning that the option number 2 is not going to be benefiting much. But up to you guys. I was also looking for trade here. I could swing by Sargot. Buy some silver ore. Buy some furs. Buy some jewelry. What about Oathsworn? Let me check on that. So, Oathsworn do use polearms. You know, you're right. Oathsworn. So I'll redo this poll just because I misled you all. So here it is again. And Oathsworn do have polearms. With that said, my favorite troops in the Battanian trees, personally speaking, is if I have to move very fast, it would be horsemen. Infantry would be wildlings. And then for bowmen, it wouldn't be in this tree. It would be the noble tree, obviously. It would be the Battanian fan champions, which is the noble line. So, yeah. Sorry for misleading you, but there you go. You have a repull. All right, so I went through all of the Valandian... Oh, and there's the raffle. I went through all the Valandian lands. GMT, you are the lucky recipient of the Lovely Bride. And if you want to rename yourself, I am enabling the character details in just a second. Yep, it's enabled, so you can rename yourself. Also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to swing by Denistica, which is... Where is it? Way down here. Swing by Denistica to pick you up. Oh, Carbance has an arena fight. Nice. It also has someone who's calculating and daring, who's got scouting, tactics, bow, one-handed, throwing, crossbow, polearm. So they're another Valandian soldier of sorts. So I'll have you pull on that, whether we add her as our final companion or not. I'm going to call this one early. I'm going to go with cavalry. So, do we recruit Sigatruda? This would be the final companion that we're allowed to have at our current renown level, filling up the 4th companion slot here. With that said, I do not currently have companions that fulfill engineer surgeon roles. I personally have pretty decent scout skills, but it would not. She would be a good scout. She, if I recall correctly, has good scouting. Yeah, she has a scouting of 90, so she could be our party's scout. But we don't have an engineer or a surgeon. So 1 more minute in that, or just however long it takes for me to get through this arena fight. For the Cassian. What is that, a helmet? Oh, it's a horse. It's a horse, probably worth a lot. Generally speaking, tournament 1 horses are worth tons. Not always, but that's something I've noticed. Yeah, noble horses are super valuable. More so than... Ow, stop it! Uh-oh. Come on! Warriors, do your thing. How? Yeah, okay, this is hard to watch. It's all up to you, trained and highborn warriors against 2 nobles. Okay, we lose. Dude, you're a highborn warrior. You can't even hit a dude from 20 paces? Okay, rip. No horse for me. So we are hiring her. Nice. Let's visit her and see what she says.
Peace to you. What is your name?
My father was a tenant farmer near Usang. By law, so long as he had paid 1/3 of his crop in tax, he couldn't be kicked off the land. But the landlord wanted to raise sheep, so he had a document forged to say that my family moved here a generation ago, and therefore wasn't covered by the law. It's a bit complicated, this part, but at the end of it cheated my family out of its rights, and we were cast into poverty. I wasn't the type to take that meekly. My cousin, he'd lost his land too some years before, and he'd run off to join the Brotherhood of the Woods. People said that they stood up for the poor. Oh, that's like me, right? Took money from those who did injustice and gave it to those who were wronged. So I went to join them too. Maybe they were like that once, but they had changed. They robbed and forced people to give them food, called poor farmers spies, and killed them just to strike fear in others. So I said one day, "You're all a bunch of common bandits," and they came to kill me. My cousin stood up to me and they knifed him. Too many men on both sides of the law prey on the weak. I left the woods, but I spent enough time with the bandits to learn a bit of woodcraft. Now I help the lords hunt them. If I must choose between 2 evils, I will work for the one that pays better. But I also have an outstanding debt with the landlord. Perhaps one day I will be able to settle it. I would like someone like you in my company. So, she probably needs a horse, I'd imagine. Yes. Oh, yes. I'll just give you a cheap old sumpter that I had on hand. Let's go ahead and buy... Ooh, I could buy like an old mount for myself. I'm not going to. Buy a Battania horse. Harness for her. She came with a one-handed sword. No, here's your Battanian horse harness. Wait, I just bought all the Battanian horse harness? That's not what I meant to do. But luckily, I'm rolling in money, so I don't really care. Okay. So checking on her skills. You are best in bow. With decent one-handed, really good athletic, amazing athletics, honestly. So bow and one-handed, got it. But she's a huntress, so like bow is important. Not that I'm going to be able to afford like a nice bow initially, but I will try to give her nice ones. So here's a bow that is equivalent to my own. And we'll give her... Stack bodkins are a bit too pricey for me for now. Something with a high stack count, like Just regular arrows are fine. And we'll toss a shield on her as well. Doing a cheapo shield. Sorry. And, you know, you don't have armor, but, like, we'll work on that. So, I have 2 companions that are going to stay with me at all times, because they don't really have trade skills. But the scout can be Sigaruda. So, the advantage of her over myself, because I have a skill of 59, so my track detection radius is about just shy of 6, and spotting distance is 3.5, track information is 2.4. So she's about, I don't know, 30% better than me at that. But I'm still the best surgeon, I'm still the best engineer, and I'm still the best quartermaster. So at least we have a dedicated scout. Not terrible. Alright, do you want to change up the priority or continue to do arenas even though we can't do companions because our companions are full? With that said, we should be coming up on Clan Tier 2 soonish. We're just, you know, 28 points shy of that, so a little bit of renown here or there and we'll hit it. And we'll just keep looking for arena fights or trade opportunities, wherever the game will throw at us. Oh yeah. Silver ore. Furs. Pottery. So this jewelry I'll probably bring down to Legata. There's a trade rumor that sells for a whole lot. It's a lot of raw silk, too. It's not a lot of hardwood. Cheap hardwood, but it's not like a high quantity. We got 2.5 minutes to vote on that. There's actually one other thing that I could do, which is try to meet GMT's family. Let me add that to the poll. If you think it's if it warrants, I do intend to pick up GMT no matter what, but to introduce myself to the rest of the family to understand what benefits there might be for you know, trading and whatnot. That would sell much better at Provence, so maybe hold on to that for Provence. I don't love trading in herding, but I'll do it. So the rumors was this jewelry sells big at Legata. Got it. I'm also well within the money range to buy my first workshop. And then, of course, the question is, what Battanian town? I'd want to buy it in Battanian lands. So we can have you vote, if I do buy a workshop, where it would be purchased. That might be better at Epicatria. If the rumors are to be believed. Although the silk sells awesome here. So there we go. Another trade point. We're up to 74. So at 75, I get double the relations you gain by issued resolve with artisans. And then a reduction in the price penalty from buying from villages. Or a double relation resolve from merchants and a reduction in price penalties to selling animals. So really, it should be looked at quartermaster buying from villages or while selling animals. And if we do the selling animals, I can start horse trading. And if we do from the villages, I can start buying up in mass from villages for money. Either or works for me. Alright, there was no arena fight there. So I'll head to Rote and then go up to Epicatria. Rote's just kind of on the way. You can see that the people in our group are really leveling up pretty good. Getting their skills. Oh, there's an arena fight in Rote. Hopefully I won't eat it like last time. Impulsive. Well, that's not a forbidden trait. So he's honest and merciful, and he's mostly a combatant. So I'm just looking for, like, once we level up in our clan tier, I'll be able to hire more companions, and I might as well get to know as many as I can as we run around. So I'm selling hogs and wine here. I may be buying beer. Yeah. Tools? It's been hard to get profits on tools because they have to travel so far. I'm not going to bother with those. So we did hit 75 trade. Lovely. You guys want me to purchase a workshop? So I'm going to poll on where to purchase the workshop, but before I do that, let's decide on trade. So trade skill. Ultimately, I don't really care about the relationship between resolving with artisans and resolving with merchants. That doesn't really matter to me. So minus 15% penalty buying from villages. Or... okay, I typed that wrong. It looks like I added penalties. Or minus 15% penalty from selling animals. So it's essentially, do I want to buy from villages cheaper, or do I want to sell animals with less of a penalty? So either way works fine for me. And that should help me level up my trade skill even more, because whatever you end up voting on, I'll just try to take advantage of. Oh, it's another helmet. Probably not as good as the one I have on. No, it's identical to the one I have on. Perfect. So if I win it, I'll give it to one of my companions. Probably the not the archer. Yes, stand right here. Idiot. Idiot, because he was surrounded by enemy archers. And there we go. Come on. This is awkward. But good for me. Yellow's teammate just like bailed on him. Made that a quick kill. That kill's the wrong word, because you don't actually die in the arena. And that worked out well. I do have this Fostor dude who I'm going to have to face in the finals if I win this. This is the 2v1 situation I don't want to be in. Yep, that's not great. But I leveled the odds by throwing a javelin over this dude's head. There we go. Alright, Phosphor, you were a real failure of a teammate last round. Let's see how you fare this time. What's the max level of companions? I think it depends on your... well, it depends on your clan tier and your stewardship or leadership. I think there's a few skills that affect it as well, so I don't actually have a number for you. But it's something like, let's say 8. I'm making up a number, but I'm giving you like a guesstimate. There we go. 1, And that is going to go to Korik the Grizzled. And then you are going to inherit the Rough Skill Helmet. Good. You guys want me to get the reduction of penalty from selling to villages? Or buying from villages? So I'll be able to buy up goods from villages and then sell them at better prices. So when I'm running trades, I can take advantage of that. And the current priority right now is to meet my sister-in-law and start a workshop. So my sister-in-law, last I checked, is in Danustica, which is southeast of me. I'm going to check again right now. Yep, Danustica. So, workshops. What town to consider buying a workshop? So, thinking about this strategically, Dungalanus, being at the center of the Battanian Empire, is the least likely to be captured by an enemy of Battania, which keeps the workshop safe. However, it's also the least likely for me to own myself, because it's sort of in the heart, surrounded by other Battanian towns. So there's security in picking Dungalanus, but then there's also, like, I'm probably not going to own Dungalanus first. I'm probably going to own a border town first. I don't know. It's really up to you. So, Carbance, Banseth, Pencannock, Dungalanus, Sianon, or Marnath. And this isn't even... This isn't even regarding, like, the workshops that there are to buy. That would be a follow-up question. I don't know if I can look up what there are here. Not that it would really matter. Probably, right? No. I don't think there's an easy way for me to tell at a distance what workshops there are. But, alright. You guys could vote on that. And while you do that, I'm going to be looking for things to buy and trade on the way to Dungalanus. Oh, I already spent money here to make the trip worth it. Ooh, another arena fight. So we have a scholar here who's close-fisted, so I wouldn't recruit him, but he has super stupidly high medicine skill. He's a greedy little doctor. That's what he is. Ooh, look at that jewelry. Heck yeah. And Robbie Cakes, thank you for the resub. Oh, we're fighting for a level 4 blade. I think that's probably better than what my companions have, so I'll offer to them. These battles are a little crazy, because, like, it's not clear who I'm supposed to be fighting exactly. Meaning that if I, like, attack wrong, I end up getting ganged up on pretty bad. I'm also the only red person left on the team, and we have to place the top 2. So, Team Green is the team to beat here, because there's 4 of them. So attacking Green would be in my best interest. But if Blue gets knocked out... Okay, so now it's a 1v1v1v1. Good one-handed experience, true. Now I can't be disqualified, good. Hey, Croter, what would happen if... Oh, wait, you don't have a spear? That's fine. I wanted to pick up a lance. Oh, he, like, shattered my shield. Understandably. I hit him. You want a lance? Oh, to the face! Down, son! He still won his next round. That was a brutal hit. 80 hit to the head. Just donked. I love when the donks are mighty. And he will be in the final round, so I get to match him again. Good aim? Nah, it wasn't good aim. It was luck. I am terrible with lances. I am a terrible Valandian. That's why I'm Battanian. I feel like I'm really good at bows in this game, more than any other weapon, so picking Battania was like a way for me to, you know, to show off what I'm actually decent at. Hi, Crotter. How's that face feel? I gave you a free rhinoplasty. I deviated your septum. I uncrooked your hook nose. I like trash talking him. Alright, he's down. Thank you for the scalpel. And is it better than what I have? Nah, it's about equivalent. Does a little bit less thrust, a little bit more thrust speed. It's shorter. No, it's longer. You know, I'll take longer, actually, because I'm often horseback, and the longer the sword I have on horseback, the easier it is for me to hit. So then this spare one goes to Sigaruda, or Sigatruda, who had a level 3 blade, so now she's up to level 4 blade. Okie dokie. Did I do my trades here? Buy a little bit more beer. Buy some cheap linens. Not buying animals. Alright, down to Lycaron, on our way to Danustica. And you guys want me to buy some workshop in Pencanak. Oh, I wonder if I can talk to whoever's in the Thorios castle without bribing them. Oh, it's someone in the dungeon. Never mind. Someone in the dungeon knows something about the folly there, but, like, not about to break them out of a dungeon to learn about a battle that happened, whatever, 8 years ago. It can wait. It's not that important. Oh, right, I can recall them. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Danustica anyway. I forgot about that. Tavern? So, you're close-fisted? No, thank you. No arena here. But maybe some trade opportunities. There's okay prices, but, like, there's better prices elsewhere. Clay, like, never gets sold well. Pottery isn't bad. What I have found is if you can afford it, buying up when it's cheap and sitting on it until you find a place to sell it for good amounts is, like, probably the way to go. I could be checking on the villages, but I'm mostly just town hopping because it's easier. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to meet potential companions for the future when I have a hired clan tier. Because my clan, I'm only like 4 arena fights or whatever, 3 arena fights away from hitting next tier. So we'll have an opportunity to bring in another companion. But yeah, if I really wanted to win max money, I'd be checking on the... ooh, look at that. I'd be checking on the villages because I buy from the villages at much better pricing. So you are right about that. Actually, what did I buy the pottery at? 55? I'll not buy that. Buy the wool. Okay. Good enough. We're almost there. So what you're saying is in the clan, I can recall to party, yeah. That would have been simpler, but I'm already there. It's a good way to see the lands. Because previously, the furthest I had gone was, like, wherever the tutorial town was. Okay, devious and impulsive? No, thank you. No, there is an arena fight here. Not good prices on anything. Wow, there's a lot of raw silk. Wow, they really have like a ton of raw silk in bulk. Thank you for tuning in to Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, Lords of the Forest, which originally streamed live on Twitch March 6th and March 7th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Battanians.